Hey, it's Brandon Stiles, and today I'm showing you the 4 stages to get your business to 6 figures. So here's a little bit about my history. My first real business was an entertainment business, and I still have it. And it's providing wedding bands, DJs, corporate bands, DJs, things like that to consumers. And the first year that I had it, we did a couple $1,000s, like over the whole year, just like a couple $1,000s. So nothing to shake a hat at, right? The second year, we did $13,000, so $1,000 a month, all right, and that's revenue. So you're still like, oh, like how am I making this work? So I had other jobs, and I did other things to bring in money. I did Amazon for a while, whatever. Anyhow, over that year, I was like, I've got to figure out this digital marketing thing. I've got to figure out how to bring in more business, how to raise prices, how to compete in an overcrowded industry and all this kind of stuff. And I figured it out, man, but it was a year of hell. Like, well, not hell, I enjoyed it, but it was reading 100 of the best digital marketing books I could find. It was learning from mentors. It was learning from YouTube. It was doing everything I could. And then you know what? That third year, we did $102,000 in revenue. So obviously that's not profit. I'm not sitting in a mason or anything, but you 10 times the business over the course of a year just from buckling down and learning this stuff. Now, I attribute that to just having a passion for digital marketing. Like, I loved it and got super into it, and that's what I do now. I help other businesses build their businesses to that or beyond. But it's okay if you don't have that passion, all right? Not everyone's into digital marketing, just like I'm not into knitting, or I'm not into underwater basket weaving, or John Cena costumes and stuff like that. Anyhow, so with that in mind, I'm going to share the 4 stages, the 4 levels that you need to get for 6 figures in revenue. And they look like this. Step 1 is a traffic lead gen system. So step 1, to your business is that you need traffic and lead gen, which is kind of the same thing. So how do you get this? Well, this could be free traffic, or it could be paid traffic. So free traffic would be things like a YouTube channel, or blogging, or guest blogging, or organic Google search results. Anything that you don't really have to pay for. It takes sweat equity, but not necessarily actual dollars, okay? So the first thing you need is traffic and lead gen, and you need to find out what numbers work for you, but just assume you're only going to convert maybe 1 to 2% of however much traffic you get. So if you have a high ticket item, obviously those 1 to 2% can go a long way. If it's like a $5 commodity or something like that, you'll need a little bit more traffic than that. Anyhow, the first stage of building a 6-figure business is getting consistent traffic and consistent lead gens, all right? Step number 2 is selling or closing. So what part of your business is selling or closing the traffic that comes in? So maybe you've got salespeople, or maybe you have got really good sales copy on your website. Or maybe you're giving away a digital download or a lead magnet, which is what we talk about in Sales Funnel Mastery. You just need to educate and help people up front. I always talk about that, is help people up front. And that's how you're selling them and closing them. If you have to get on the phone, still the best way to close high ticket items is on the phone. You need to work on your insight selling. There's a book called Insight Selling that was kind of revolutionary to me in terms of figuring out how to sell people. So in other words, what I call on your heels, saying we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, because that stuff people don't really believe it. You know, it's like I'm gonna give you the best this. Well, everyone says that. So by taking not that approach and going on insights, that's what sold me on digital marketing at first. It was seeing guys like Frank Kern that showed me how to create custom Facebook audiences, and I was like, holy crap, this guy knows his stuff, and I became a fan and I spent money with him. All right. But you're delivering those insights. So what does your selling and closing system look like? All right, so you might get that 1 to 2% of traffic and you might build it up, but you still got to close them. All right, so that's step 2. Step 3 is your deliverables. So no matter what you do, you have to deliver a premium experience. All right, you have to deliver a great service. You have to solve the problem. So this traffic is coming to you with a problem. You're selling them that you can help, but then you actually have to help them and their deliverables. So if you're a weight loss company, it is showing them how they can lose weight. All right, if it is a car washing company, you've got, or like an auto detailing company, you've got to get their car super clean and deliver you got to do it quick. And this is kind of where your USP or your unique selling proposition comes in. So how are you delivering this solution in a high-end way that makes people want to come back, that makes people spread the word of mouth? So you have to figure out what your packages are, how they're priced, their structure, and all that kind of stuff. So that's step 3. Step 4 is finally the follow-up. All right? So you've done the hard work at this point. This is all the hard kind of work, all right? Maybe even in that order. Now the follow-up, that's going to count in we're going to break that down into 2 sections. One is building the referral network. Real estate agents do this really well. And then 2 is building up the LTV, or the lifetime value. So maybe let's go back to the auto detailing thing. Your customer comes in once, you give them a really nice shine on their Tesla or whatever they're driving, and you want them to come back, because you'll make a lot more money by having a customer come back 10 times than 1 time. That's just a simple math problem I worked out in my head. So how do you build their lifetime value? A lot of people discount codes, like come back, we'll give you 10% off. Or they'll say refer a friend and we'll give you a free wash, whatever that is. So this circles back, so they build their referrals, and all of a sudden their referrals start right here, and it goes into a cycle over and over and over again. Now it might take a few weeks, a few months to get these systems down, but once you have this is a cyclical business model. And that's how I built my first 6-figure company, was by doing this. We got in traffic and from various sources, directories, organic research, organic search results rather. We got them from partnering with other vendors and referrals, all right? We sold them and we closed them on the product. We showed why we might be a good fit for them. Not that we were the best, but we talked to them and we made sure that we were a good fit before we offered a solution. We were knowledgeable about the situation, knowledgeable about the experience they wanted and all that. 3, we delivered a high-end experience. So we showed up, we learned custom songs for them, we dressed nice, everything was online and digital, so it was really efficient for them. We coordinated with everything and we delivered a high-end experience. Second, we asked for reviews. So that's another big thing, is asking for Google reviews or reviews on any like directory sites you're on, like Yelp, things like that. And then we also asked for referrals. Now in the wedding business, you don't have a lot of lifetime value. It's kind of one and done. But we do offer 50% off for repeat brides and grooms. So it's a travesty if something happens to your marriage, but 50% off the next time. Little joke. But we figured out ways to make it work, like by referring other people and providing a little kickback to them. We kind of keep those lifetime referrals going. So that is how we kind of built our wedding business to a 6-figure business. And these stages all work pretty much the exact same thing. You're creating a cyclical business. So get these in order, kind of get these set up, and you'll be able to do it pretty quickly. So I'm Brandon Stiles. I'm a digital marketer in Atlanta. Please subscribe to get more videos like this. I try to put them out every day or a couple times a week, give you guys good value. If you have other points you want to add to the system, maybe there's a 5th step. Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.